Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, Saturn, hi. Hi. How is everyone? Hi, Zon. Hi. Oh, I'm actually really excited for to play this. Eee. I love Ace Attorney. Doing good? That's good. I'm pretty good as well. I think I'm done all the year-end deep cleaning. No, I lied, I'm not. I still have to, like, clean out the cupboards and, the closets. But I cleared out all of the suspicious stuff out of the fridge, so we'll take that. Like, some of the stuff, like, you know, it looked fine, and then you look at the expiration date, and it was like, June. It's like, probably shouldn't touch this. Especially, like, if you leave something in the fridge for 4 months and you don't touch it, I'm like, you're not gonna eat this. Let's be real. Just do the walk of shame to the trash can and don't buy this product again. The one that makes me feel the worst when I have to do that is eggs. Because I do actually eat eggs, but sometimes what ends up happening is I, like, halfway through the carton, I lose my craving for eggs, and I'm like, oh, yeah, like, you know, eggs are good for, like, 8 weeks. And then next thing I know, I'm like, ah, shit, they're expired. Yeah, lots of cool, exciting stuff happening. Not so much on my end, but I saw some of the Hololive girls who play Grand Blue Fantasy are going to be at Grand Blue Fest, which is like the big year-end streaming and like live event that they do every year. So that's really cool. Kind of hoping there's gonna be like a proper collab event where we get them as characters. Who knows? Just the fact that they're doing this is cool. There's gonna be merchandise. Depending what it is, I will not contain myself because Coyote is part of it, and I will lose my mind. Saw a trailer for Ace Attorney Trilogy pre-order today. Oh, nice! Yeah, there is... Oh my god. I'm trying to think of how many games there are in the franchise now. Like, just like the Apollo Justice. Yeah, I was gonna say it was probably the Apollo Justice one. Which is nice because that's been out of print since the DS. Like, they released the original trilogy on the Wii, the Wii U, the DS, the GBA, the Switch, PC, the Apple Store, like mobile, but none of the other ones got released, and now they're finally letting them out of the closet. It's a little weird though, because the Apollo Justice trilogy wasn't like originally marketed as a trilogy the way these three were. It was just kind of like they had to package them together. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see, you know, the characters in the first trilogy when they're in their 20s, and then in like the last game of the Apollo Justice trilogy, Phoenix and Edgeworth are like in their 40s, 50s. Like, it's not really a super spoiler if you like watch the trailer, but like, yeah, Nick has a teenage daughter. Like, it's like, what? It's like, my god, they grew up. What happened? Time skip. But yeah, it's cool. First Apollo Justice game's pretty neat. I don't know if they ever did an anime for it. I kind of wish they did, because if I remember right, Apollo is voiced by Ken, Kenn, in Japanese, and he's one of my favorite voice actors. So I would have loved to have seen more of him in the role, other than, like, you know, like, vague, like, objection, like, sound bites. Yeah, the sequels are cool. You get to see Maya as an adult as well eventually. And yeah, like, so all of these characters pretty much grow up, and like you get to see them as adults, and it's like it's really neat. Do you have a favorite of the 3 modern sets? I do really like the first trilogy, because I mean, it's really, really solid. It's great. I do, if I had, it's like a toss-up between the original trilogy and the Great Ace Attorney, which is like sequel slash prequel, where like, yeah, it's Ace Attorney, but it's set in Victorian England, with like, you know, characters that came over from Japan. And there is, so like, we played like half of the first game in that set, and like I ended up stopping because I had a really hard time keeping up with the voices and being entertaining, because I think it was like the first month or so, first couple months after I started streaming, and like barely anyone showed up. So it's like, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, play what you want, not what's gonna get you viewership. But when you're still getting used to it, it can be really discouraging to like have one person there. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's like I'm straining my voice for nothing, so let's shelve this. And now we're finally back. Because yeah, there's no voice acting in these games, because they were originally on the GBA and the DS. Like, there's like sound bites when they do like objection and stuff, but like there's no like actual like voice acting or anything. So yeah, like I had to do everything myself. And now I'm more used to just talking and talking for 4 hours and not losing my voice. But when I first started out, I was losing my voice, so it was harder for me to do these types of streams, even though they're really what I want to do. So it's nice to finally have arrived here. So yeah, well, that being tiring, yeah, it got a lot better, but like, I joke about being an introvert and stuff, and I am an introvert, but literally, single person voice casts, yes, as best I can. Well, and that was the thing as well, I couldn't really do voices, and like the voices I could do, I wasn't doing it in, it sounds weird to say like in a healthy way, but like literally, like that's what it is. Like, you're supposed to pitch your voice and lower your voice a certain way so you don't strain your vocal cords and you can breathe and stuff. And I just did not have the practice or the knowledge to be able to do that. It all takes time. It all takes time. It's a skill that grows with you. Streaming has been really interesting in that respect. But yeah, because like, I am an introvert, but literally, before I started streaming, I could go entire days without saying a word. Like, even to, like, my cats. Like, I might, like, do, like, the kind of thing at my cats, but, like, you know, I could go entire days. And literally, during lockdown, I realized I was starting to lose the ability to actually speak and use my voice, because at some point, it was weeks in between seeing another person and talking to them. So it was like, oh. So yeah, once I started streaming, like I could only go for, like now streams are like 2 to 5 hours out of preference. Before, I could literally only do 2-hour streams. If I wanted to do a 5-hour stream, I would have to, like, you know, like end stream, take a break, and come back. Because, yeah, my throat and my voice just couldn't handle that much talking. Which is funny, because Mama and Papa and Melis swear I used to be a gain strong. It's all the push-ups. It's funny because Mama and Papa and Melis swear I was a huge chatterbox as a kid, and then, like, you know, I grew up to be like the reclusive, like, introvert, like, you know, like skulks out of, like, you know, the room like twice a day to get food and then slithers away. I definitely did notice push-ups were helping when I was hauling groceries and doing all the cleaning today, but oh my god. I need to actually start doing proper cardio again because, like, I try and take the stairs as much as possible, and yeah, for whatever reason, like, I think because the air's so dry, trying to go up the stairs is like, oh god. I'm a few stories above ground level, so it's a few flights of stairs. It's like, damn. Before I got chronically ill, I used to, like, do laps running up these. I need to... I need to try and at least get some of that back. It's like, I'm not quite ready to be like, well, you know what? I guess I'm just really old now. I can't climb stairs. Ha 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 ha. Especially since I'm claustrophobic and I'm scared of elevators, I would like to avoid having to use elevators for as long as possible. God, I went to the doctor on Monday, and I was in the elevator going up because, like, literally there aren't actually public accessible stairs in this building. Like, there's a staircase, but, like, you know, it's one of those things, it's like doors will unlock in case of, like, you know, the fire alarm going off kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, like, yeah, like, I'll take the elevator up, and as I'm riding the elevator down from my appointment, it starts making this weird clicking sound. That was the most stressful, like, elevator ride down, like, 2 stories I ever had. Had to climb across the attic the other day and was surprised I did feel very claustrophobic. Yeah, it depends. Like, some people are totally fine with that stuff. Other people aren't. Like, I used to, like, sit in, like, closets and, like, cupboards and stuff like that, and then just, yeah, at some point, I really started to get claustrophobic. Elevators are, like, iffy. Crowds, though, like, I'm really, really, really bad in crowds. Like, seeing pictures of Anime Expo literally makes me, like, I feel chills. Would've just felt like I would have been in that amount of space. Hey, you got done what you needed to do. Hopefully, like, you know, it's an attic where there's actually a lot of space and you did have to worry about fiberglass shards of insulation. Just, you know, don't turn into one of those people that go spelunking in the really narrow caves. Because what the fuck, people? There was and I did. Oh no. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but yeah. Papa and Melis built a greenhouse a long time ago, and he was like, Diana, I'll give you like $20 to help me, and you know, I was 10 years old, so $20 that's a fortune, man. So I'm like, yeah, okay. And, like, I could not understand why he made me wear gloves in the summer while I was holding up this, like, fiberglass, like, window thing. And my throat was super itchy after. No! You're supposed to wear a mask or a ventilator when you go near that stuff. It's not really something you have to do often. Yeah. No, literally, because it's amazing what you don't consider in terms of how that stuff will affect your throat. Because I kept for example, I kept wondering today why I was getting so exhausted cleaning, and then I remembered, oh yeah, you're allergic to dust, dumbass. You should be cleaning with a mask. Another fiberglass story? Oh no. Hopefully it's just one that ends with people being itchy and not like, you know, anything super bad. Do I have that? I have that. I have that. Coincidentally, I was running another cable, but my dad handed me a rod to use as a fish stick. I used it the whole time and then realized my head was all prickling. No! It was a deteriorating fiberglass rod. No! The worst. God, that just reminds me of cosplayer friends I've had who are like, oh yeah, like I don't need to go outside to spray paint or whatever. It's like, guys, there's no ventilation in this room. If you're gonna spray paint indoors, you better open a window, guys. Pulling out the little shorts? Oh no! Yikes. Oh man. That sucks. Never again? Oh god, yeah, no kidding. Yeah. If you're working anywhere with like fiberglass, like those kinds of insulating particles, even if you don't think you're gonna be touching them, if you know you're breaking open a wall or something for construction, wear proper gloves, long sleeves, pants, and preferably you have like, you know, like the proper mask, but at the very least wear a dust mask. It'll at least do something. Cause yeah, that shit gets everywhere. Like you don't realize it, but yeah, like there's microplastics, there's fiberglass is literally like, you know, threads. Like it gets everywhere. Papa Armelis is an engineer, and he's practically a carpenter from how much, like, he taught himself how to do various stuff. So yeah, I learned a lot of, like, home maintenance and safety stuff from him. He also does leather working as a hobby. Or he used to. Arthritis might make it a little hard for him now, I think. But, like, yeah, he used to, like, make, like, wallets, and he made someone, like, a lawyer friend, like, an actual, like, briefcase. Definitely good stuff to know, yeah. Oh, and that's what makes it kind of funny, because in Canada, anyway, there's a lot of rules about, like, what you can do as a renter, about like what you can do in a unit. Like literally, someone came in to take pictures of the unit, like for the flooring or something, and they turned on the bathroom light, and like, you know, just coincidentally one of the light bulbs was burned out. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that. And like the lady was like, oh yeah, just put a maintenance request into, like, you know, the office and we'll change it. It's like, I'm not even allowed to change my own light bulbs. So yeah, there's a lot of, like, basic maintenance stuff I know how to do. Like, you know, one of the closets fell off the track, and, like, you know, the track was bent, and I'm like, I literally know how to fix this. But if I do it myself, I would void the lease. Which is stupid. Like, I get why, because they don't want people doing dumb shit and then, like, you know, suing the company or, like, blah, 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 but it's like, basic repairs we should be able to do ourselves, like, because we all know when you move out, they're gonna basically tear down their apartment to its bones and rebuild everything so they can jack up the rent, saying it's newly renovated. So it's like, what does it matter what I do to this place? Like, you ain't fooling anybody. Like, I've lived in a few apartments up here, and there's never been one that's been, like, you know, ready to move in. Because they're like, oh yeah, when the tenant leaves, we're gonna do some renovations, so you're gonna have to wait a month. I ended up living in, on an air mattress in Iduna's, apartment for a month because, yeah, like, I moved cities, and they were like, oh yeah, like, well, yeah, you signed the lease, but, like, you can't move in for a month. And it's like, cool. Iduna, can I sleep on your floor? Alright. Shush. I opened up the game, and it's reacting as I'm scrolling through, like, with my mouse wheel, and so, like, the buttons were like... It's like, stop! It's like, I'm not talking to you, game. Oh my god, there's kanji in the title. Like, in the game window anyway. Gyakuten, Saibon, Ichi-ni-san, Naruhodo, Selection? Selection? Naruhodo selection? Collection? Do they say selection instead of collection in Japanese? I don't know. I have questions. Anyway, here we are. I will fix the ratio in a second. Gotta get you guys the jamming music, though. Ace Attorney music is so good. Ugh. Text skip. No. Screen shake? Oh, I know what screen shake is. Okay. I know what this is referring to. English? French? Oh, no. Part of me is like Japanese, but no, this would be way too complicated for me just yet. Left bumper, other options? Ah, aha, there we go. Beautiful! Okay. It's just a teeny bit too big. Okay, there we go. Full screen! Everyone talking about Spotify Wrapped has been quite fun. Oh my god, you're right. No, I'm gonna keep it windowed. Because every time I was tapping into OBS to do something, it was minimizing the whole game. It's like, nah, that's a pain in the butt, so we'll do windowed. But yeah, Spotify Wrap's always interesting. I don't have one this year because I canceled Spotify several months ago. Last year was embarrassing because it was like one song I listened to thousands of times more than like the runner-up. So it's like, hyperfixation, here we go. Understandable? Yeah, because it's like, I don't listen to music on my commute anymore because it's just like it's 10 minutes. And when I'm at work or when I'm at my desk at home doing work, I put on the VODs of streams if there isn't anyone live I want to watch. So like I'm already paying for like YouTube Premium to like not have ads when I'm watching like, you know, Hololive or Nichi Sanji or like VODs or like of Twitch streamers. So it's like, you know what? Why am I paying for Spotify when it's the same cost as YouTube Premium and I only use one? You listen to rock exclusively for 6 months, then video game music for 6 months? Yep. I'm laughing at all of my friends that are like, yeah, you listen to nothing but Hoyo Mix, which is like, you know, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Honkai Third Impact. It's like, ah, yes. Simping hard. Alright, there we go. Perfect, everything should be in place. Hoyo music is great though, it is good, it is great. Alright. Da, 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 da. So I mean, I think at this point everyone at least knows the gist of Phoenix Wright. You know, you lawyer con, you solve a lot of weird but interesting stuff. You meet whole cast of characters. I'm going to apologize in advance because some of my regulars that I know are from the southern US, because there is a character in the case in one of these games who they gave like a very, very strong southern accent, like stereotypical southern accent, and so I am going to butcher the fuck out of this. So I apologize way in advance for this. But that's not going to be for a little bit. I'm going to need to hear your best, y'all. There you go, y'all. It really vibrates at the back of my throat when I say y'all. Y'all. Y'all, it's like semi-popular in Canada, but it's mostly people of color who say y'all up here, so I don't use it very often. Alright, new game. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh, cause yeah, when we were playing it, I played this on my debut stream because I was so nervous. I rushed through everything that I had prepared in like 20 minutes. So yeah, we've got case 1, case 2, but the rest haven't been unlocked yet. So the first turnabout. Uh-oh. Gasping. Uh-oh. Tomato juice. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Sir, why is there a mole like that in the middle of your forehead? I'll make him look like he did it. Bam, bam, bam. Someone spilled the ketchup? Oh, yeah. You know, she made lunch, she tripped and fell. Food, ketchup everywhere. August 3rd. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Wife? Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Is this game non-mystery heavy? It is. Most of the other cases, it's, not obvious immediately. So basically, each case starts with, like, a little snippet preview of the crime, but it usually doesn't identify who the culprit is. It usually just identifies, like, the victim. Since this is basically the tutorial case, they hand the conclusion to you. Intro stuff, yep. Yeah, the next one we won't, I think we vaguely have an idea right away of who it is, but like we don't see their face or anything. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's, because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Which is like, you know, against, it is quite legally, dubious, because, you know, the judge is gonna ask you if anyone is familiar with, like, the people in this trial on a personal level, and you're gonna have to declare that, and it's not gonna look good. Like, legitimately, I looked this up. Yeah, generally it's like, it's not illegal to represent someone you know, but it is kind of morally frowned upon. Because you're supposed to be impartial. Yeah, I knew him. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah. Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey! Oh, wrong voice. Hey, hey there, Larry. Dude! I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. You might be wondering how I got into this situation. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Yeah, that's his name. Larry, not Harry. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can't say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Oh, I wonder about that. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do! Or I will go down with them, because this is my very first ever court appearance. August 3rd, 10 a.m. Bang, bang, court in session. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Oh god, how am I gonna do this? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Perfect. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. You should never say that in court. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. What's a defendant again? No, I'm kidding. It's Larry. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix? Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab. But I'm not using a keyboard. Uh-oh. Court record, right bumper. There we go. Thank you, game. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Or like, you know, if you're a pleb and you're using a controller. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Oh, you don't have to beg. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block! No, it's Cindy. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thanks, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Damn, modern art kills. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. It looks heavy. Sorry. Doing all these voices, I will definitely be sipping a lot of water. So bear with me. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab or the right bumper or whatever to check the court record frequently. Bang, 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 bang. Court is now in session. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. I emphasize Butts because it's funny. Chief, what do I do now? Phoenix, did you not pass the bar exam? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. What do you mean he gets excited easily? Is he a puppy? Like... Oh, damn. Yeah, that's the face that will endear you to a court. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, what? Watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th. Damn, they really rushed this to trial. It's been like 3 days. Indeed, she appears to have... Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. Maybe it was that cinnamon roll hairstyle. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Yeah. This is the... Well, okay, it's not really a kid's game, but... Daddies? Sugar? Yeah, like, you know, like sponge daddies. It's like a really famous brand of sugar. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Is it technically can a lawyer technically, like, defame, like, the victim here? Like, tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I, stop him? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? A cheating she-dog? It's not cheating if she had already dumped you, buddy. And technically having a sugar daddy isn't an actual relationship. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Great job, Larry. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? God, I keep forgetting to do the judge's voice. Old man's voice is really hard for me. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Well, I mean, it's gonna come out anyway. Have him answer honestly. I know! I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there, I went. I mean, just going to an apartment doesn't mean you're guilty. Order! Well, Mr. Wright, or Mr. Butt, sorry. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Well, that is inconclusive. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saw It to the stand. If you haven't caught on, 95% of the names in this game are a pun. Mr. Saw It, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? To what newspaper? Oh, yeah, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Saw It, you may proceed with your testimony. I have totally lost the judge's voice. I'm trying to get it back. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. There we go. I don't usually do deep voices. I have a really hard time with male voices. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked into the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Damn, can you imagine there being payphones in the 2020s when this game takes place? The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why did you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Are phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw It saw was one of those. We also didn't have smartphones in this version of the 2020s. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Interesting. Was it a localized blackout to the building? Because that would mean someone probably cut the power. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it! The real deal! What exactly am I supposed to do? I swear to God, I passed the bar exam. I'm just, I'm just a bundle of nerves. Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Literally, grab it by the head and shove it into the book. Okay. I don't know about grabbing someone by the head and shoving their face into a book, but... Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Thank you, Mia. Alright, here we go. I can use my normal voice for a little bit. Who's going door to door, selling subscriptions? So there's two things we can do. We can present evidence to refute that something is contradictory, or we can press on a statement. And pressing on the statement means we ask them questions about it, and sometimes that can give us new information. So if we don't notice a contradiction immediately, we can just start pressing the statements and something should happen. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him, thinking it's strange, looked inside, then I saw her lying there, a woman already dead. Outside, I thought to call the police, it wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. Okay. Whoops. There we go, attorney's badge. Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. First on the day of the murder, but out from noon to 6 p.m. Okay. It was 1 p.m. Okay, there we go. See, so we just looked. Her time of death was several hours after this. So, there we go. Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Objection! Getting Danganronpa vibes? Oh, it was very much the same. Phoenix Wright predates Danganronpa by a good 10 years at least, I believe. Because Danganronpa was on the PSP, this game was on, the GBA. So. But yeah, it's very similar. Yeah. It was 1 p.m. for certain. I actually had to do a quick sanity check to see if it was the same developer. Nah, this is Capcom. Frankly, I find that hard to believe, Frank. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. A after his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw it. Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait. I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The amount of times witnesses should have been charged with perjury for outright lying on the stand, and yet no one actually seems to be. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Bitch, there was a blackout. Don't fuck with me, sir. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program, and apparently the judge also forgot that there was a blackout already. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this. He's so confident now. Good for him. Time of discovery. For the time, there was a video saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Sometimes there's like 2 statements that could work. Because there's like 2 statements talking about the things using electricity, so, hopefully this one will be okay. There we go! Excellent. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh, whoops, ad break. Don't worry. I think it's only regulars in here today anyway. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. I really should just charge you for perjury, but apparently I'm feeling a little generous. Oh my god. Okay, so I muted the mic because I was like, I'm gonna fight to get a hair tie. My hair is already tied. My brain is not here. Nice, yeah. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well. Mr. Sawit, let's hear your testimony once more, please. Yeah, let's hear it. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in their apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. There's no display on the statue. Or the clock, I guess. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Oh, wait. This is what happens when you've played a game before. Phoenix doesn't know it's a clock yet, but we do. He thinks it's a statue. So the contradiction is the murder weapon is supposed to be a statue. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Na 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 na. I really love the music when you corner the witness. They're really good at using musical cues in this franchise, because when you pick something you're not sure is right, and you get the music, it is the best feeling. But when you don't, oh my god, it hits so hard. You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? I am Lawyer Kun. Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may, I think everyone forgot I was even here to be frank. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. Damn. You break the guy's neck and he tells you the time. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Let's see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The dude said he never went into the apartment. You can't tell that's a clock at a glance. The only way you could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder! Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. Damn, that is quite the leap. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. We will get French fries later. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Oh, sneeze is coming on. So sorry if I silently mute. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. Ripperoni pepperoni. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! Cool! meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? You're baseless. You're not based at all. Have you even hit one of the bases yet? Just look at the witness's face. Yeah, that's not a good expression. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never. Look, the clock, I heard. No, I mean, I saw. I forgot he threw his toupee at us. Hi, Jackon, we're good. We are just being lawyer kung today. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death! Jesus. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright? Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? May I have the Glock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. Oh my god, it's 8:20 where I am. That's freaky. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! The game knows. The game knows. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I accidentally pushed the button. So we skipped some dialogue. My bad. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Side heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Oh shit, he's right. How am I going to prove that? Well, I mean, we only have 4 pieces of evidence. Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. That means I can't let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Saw It. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. That's a little extreme, but okay. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Fade to black. Game over. Not so fast, Mr. Saw It. Mia! I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder? Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be slow? Yes. There is reason indeed. Oh, wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. I've got plenty of evidence. Absolutely. Like, buckets. Buckets full, even. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves it. I mean, we only have 4 pieces of evidence. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. And, as we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh! We might want to call an ambulance. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. I really just want to go pass out now. At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! Confetti! Fun fact, they made a Phoenix Wright movie, and it's actually very good. And with that, the court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. Oh, he thought Larry lived in that apartment, so he assumed it was going to be empty. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Damn, though. That woman's got some balls. If I came home and I saw a random dude in my apartment, I would scream and then run for it. Like, no thank you. I am not confronting a stranger in my place. I still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Oh. About that, my life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone. Man, gone forever. Larry, she was, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. Oh, Headpad, thank you. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate dinner, movie, my treat. Don't hit on my boss. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her, and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. And by that, I mean throw it in a jar and forget about it. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into this chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Hope you're well this fine 2:30 a.m. Oh my gosh. It's 8:30 p.m. here, so I am still doing A-okay. I hope you get some good rest when you finally fall asleep. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? What the... I have not heard "excuse me" in a long time. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, Sulky. Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course I do. What the heck is she talking about? Statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't some chump to her. Tried to sleep, but then the depression thoughts came to get me. Ah, yeah. I think we've all been there. Hang in there. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Probably would have cost her an arm and a leg. Like in terms of, like, luggage fees. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I don't think you could have afforded anyone else. I assume I'm doing this pro bono? Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Woo! Woo, 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 woo. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count that clock he gave me. Hey! If we didn't agree on pro bono, you should get paid. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. That's right, everyone. Phoenix Wright is only the protagonist for the first hour of this game. He's gonna die. Oh no, yeah, it's... They let you know real quickly that, you know, shit goes down. Ring, ring, ring! Ring, ring, ring! Phone go! Phone go! Ring, ring, ring! Oh, I don't have my soundboard turned on, so I can't do the telephone voice. Oops. Next time, next time. Hi, this is Maya. Hey, Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about this upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. Why is it not with the police? I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. That's what evidence lockers are for, honestly, yeah. I mean, like, I could understand if she was like, hey, can you hold on to my case notes? Because I'm kind of afraid someone's going to come and, like, ransack the office, trying to, like, you know, find a way to, like, sabotage this case. But yeah, actual evidence is kind of like, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well... there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner. Something good. Like ramen. Burgers? No, ramen. Ramen! Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright! Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Ah, that was so loud in my ears. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5, 8:57 p.m. No. I wasn't sure that was the game at first. Oh yeah, it was, unfortunately. Just, yeah, that was so loud. I'm sorry, guys. I'm assuming it was loud at your end as well. No, Miss Faye. I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why? I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. It was only a little loud, but mostly just sounded out of place. Ah, fair. Yeah. When you don't know, when you haven't played the game before, you don't really know that it's like, you know, a recording. How could you know? You are not cogniferous of my background? We got a real big wordy man here. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Oh, they do show his face, okay. I swear the murderer's identity start getting a little more ambiguous as we go on. No, yeah, it's so sad. You get attached to her and she's only, well, okay, I won't spoil. She shows up in some interesting ways, but yeah, she dies real early. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Run, boy, run! Oh, damn. Yeah, this isn't a good sign. That smell! Blood! Sis! Someone's there! Chief? Chief? Chief! Blood is yum? Buddy! That's not hygienic. Who are you? Oh, well, there she goes. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. You're not hygienic? Ew. You gotta take care of yourself, buddy. Or it's gonna be like, you know, group bath time for all of the moonbeams. I'm gonna put all of you little beans in a tub and spray you guys with the hose. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until, finally, she was cold. Chief. Woo, here we go. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. It's encrusted with dried blood. Ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again, at this point, the statue technically qualifies as a serial killer. No, not the plant! Sad. The chief's chair, a simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. How dare you sit in her chair? There's a large building right across the office. The Gatewater Hotel. Ah, yes, Watergate. A nice, luxurious place. Lucky you guys, you have a law office in the nice part of town. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this. But if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards. Broken beyond all recognition. Yikes. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper! It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Oh, Maya, written in blood. A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Ooh! Interesting detail. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. I was going to make a blood writing joke teasing at Danganronpa. Yeah, at least in this game, the blood is actually red. It's not pink. Hug? Aw, thank you. Yeah, no, writing messages in blood is like the most common trope in existence, but apparently it is really, really hard to write anything in blood when you're bleeding out. Because, I mean, there isn't even any blood on her. Like, yeah, she got hit by a blunt object, but she's not bleeding from it. Like, I guess her skull caved in or something. So would there even be enough blood to write? Oh, whoops. Alright. Off. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she did run on me. Maybe she just had a red Sharpie nearby? Could be. Eek! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? For one, it's tough to write with cause you're losing consciousness, but even using someone else, it coagulates so it doesn't stay liquid. Real pain for writing, yeah. It's a common trope, but it's definitely not really applicable IRL. Plus, unless you've got some problems, your blood's gonna be really thin and watery as well. So, like, it's probably not gonna stay very well either. It's like watercolor paint. It's okay. I work here. Maya Faye. Maya. Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Alright. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Good job, Phoenix. I'd better hurry up and call the police. Yeah, get out of here before you do more damage. Mr. Insensitive. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Damn, that must be a loud voice to hear it from across the street. Hi, ma'am. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Okay, well, don't gotta call the police. Yay! I hate making phone calls. Damn, that response time. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. And they're already here. Freeze, police! Hey, Gumshoe! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. What about the fact that his first name's Dick? We received a report from across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. God, I can't do the Brooklyn accent. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kay. Okie dokie. Great. Just great. They haven't eaten either. This is cruel and unusual punishment. Maya. Wait. She wouldn't have? Nah. Whoa! Excuse me! Yeah! I swear to Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. You're making assumptions. Killer, I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? I mean... You should take her to the station to hold her as a person of interest. Declaring case closed is very premature. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested right on the spot. I was taking it for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. Case closed. Is the case really even open yet? No! They haven't done anything at all. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Gumshoe is that oh, what is it called? There's a specific term for this type of character, but I can't remember what it is. But Gumshoe is that character in all detective novels that is, like, from the police department. And, you know, he's essentially an ally, but we, as the protagonist, make him seem like an idiot and, like, that the police are useless kind of thing. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Damn, staying up all night and somehow doing work? Incredible. Have you even eaten? It has been at least 12 hours since you've eaten. You really should eat or you're going to pass the fuck out. Wow, I have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh! It's you! The lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. To me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. Literally, I legally can't decide. You have to formally ask me for representation. There's a form we have to fill out. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Fun? Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. Gee, thanks. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Aw, poor girl. Maya. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yeah? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like... people in the religious training? What is it that you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte. Medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Huh. Wait! What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Man has figured out a cheat code to life, but unfortunately it does not work. The Game Shark said, "Fuck you." The day of the crime. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Yeah! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yeah, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Ah, the convenient phone recording. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it! Yeah! I forgot how to delete those things. Your cell phone. So, you said you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it! Right. Oh. I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh. Right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe... Gumshoe? Gumshoe! I'll ask him for it. Though this game would be pretty cool if Detective Gumshoe... If Detective Gumshoe had a gun in his shoe. The brain not braining, the mouth not working. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Because, you know, we gotta have something to give to say, hey, we need this. It's okay, he just has gum in his shoe, yup. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow. At 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. My visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Oh, day of the crime. Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it, damn. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. I made that joke earlier. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Alright. Time to move. Oh my god, Grossberg. That is a really heavy-duty oil painting. You could barely tell there's a dog there. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Okay. And I guess we go to the scene of the crime. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick! Get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. What was that? You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Bam, 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 meow, 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 meow. Alright. Mia. Pal Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal! It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment, but I'm the lawyer! Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Thanks. Death was instantaneous. Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? City's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Not my ex-boyfriend. Edgeworth. My ex-boyfriend. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Well, how do you know my ex? Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you don't know him, don't you? Do know him, don't you? Oh, very well. Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He literally broke my heart. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Aw, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. So what, did this guy speed run law school in a year? Or was he or did he just skip all of high school? Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. Oh, great. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates criminals with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Why are all the hot ones prosecutors? Terrible. First Edgeworth. Well, no, first, Sae in Persona 5, and now Edgeworth. Pain. Alright, present. Here we go. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Whatever. Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. It literally says his death was instantaneous in the autopsy report, bud. Alright, there we go. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure! I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh. He's on to me. Tell him... not so straight. Okay. I can't be straight with this guy. Not that I ever was. But what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh. No, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says, Steel Samurai. Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai. That action hero on TV? Yes, Maya loves tokusatsu. Yeah, you see, that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That what she said? Yes. See, telling him that, most people would just take the strap off the phone and go, here you go, bud. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Gumshoe's about to get fired. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yeah. Thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. Good job, Nick. The witness? Yeah! Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So, you've sent her home already, then? Ha ha ha! You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Nice try, buddy. Oh, there we go. You gotta save. Stretch! Ow, ow. Back cracking. Can still go for a bit, but there's gonna be an ad break in about 3 minutes, which we will definitely chill out for, because I'm gonna rest my voice for like 3 minutes. I'm starting to sound a little croaky from doing all the voices. But hey, it's been 2 hours. That's longer than I used to last doing these kinds of voices. So hey. And the hotel. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the detective told me the voices have been fun. Oh, good, great. Yeah, it's easier to do now that I have more experience talking for long periods. But yeah, it will eventually grate on you, especially since I didn't. I mean, I always warm up before stream, but I didn't do the full range I really should have for this kind of stream. Your voice makes any character lovable. Aww. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Manage yourself. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine that one. Joke's on you, that's gonna be you, buddy. Alright, ad break is gonna start, so I'm gonna flip to the Be Right Back screen so the people who are subbed don't have to look at myself frozen in place. And then everyone who is watching who isn't subbed, thank you guys for sticking around for the ad break. I think we've only had one this stream. I pushed it back so much. But yeah, I'm just gonna go quiet for a few minutes, rest my voice, drink some water, and then we'll be right back. Examine Diana, she's cute. Thank you. Alright guys, be right back. we back. I was honestly just vibing to the song the whole time. Cheer, Daisy. Wah, 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 wah. I love the OST. Alright. What's that weird thing sticking out of the drawer? But first, let's check the other stuff. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. law office buildings, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Makes sense. Ah, still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Yes, it's still life. Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. That is illegal! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy! You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was gonna explode for a second. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. I wonder indeed. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe. Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know, that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please? Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Miss May. Could you... Just who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like noisy little lawyers. Oh boy. Good job, Phoenix. Bravo. I wonder if that does anything. Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness. You understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. Okay, you little cuckoo. We leave now. See ya, bitch. Let's see if Grossberg's finally in. Huh, seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Evening, Luna! Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me? Diana would make the cutest eyewitness, thanks. Yes, oh, I knew this was coming. Okay, give me a second. Let me just finish the dialogue. Uh, yeah, yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am. Boy, what do you want? Out with it! Well, sir. Actually, it's about Maya Fey. Uh-oh. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Grossberg is German for big mountain? Yeah, makes sense. I think they picked the name Grossberg for gross, you know, also being a synonym for ew, gross, disgusting, because, like, you know, he's kind of a sleazeball. Yes, go on. Huh? Why the strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Oh, wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Oh. Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Perfect music to do push-ups to. Okay. Luna demanded the daily 5 push-ups and a 30-second plank. And who am I to deny? Alright. Five push-ups, and then I will put the timer on for 30-second plank. Woo! Excuse me. Alright. Oh, 5 push-ups! Bless you, thank you. I've been feeling the sneeze coming for a while. Standing up finally is what did it, I guess. Alright. 5 push-ups! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 push-ups! And now, 30-second plank. Whew. Heart rate's actually going because I can actually do the push-ups quickly now. Okay. Timer. There's the timer. You haven't eaten since yesterday? Go eat something. At least drink something with calories. Antidepressants are really hard on the stomach too. And if you're hungry, it also makes your mental health worse. So, I mean, it is already 3, almost 4 in the morning where you are. You might as well eat something. the depresso hits and I don't want to eat something, I make a smoothie. Sugar, fruits, and vegetables. Gonna wait till 7 or something when I get up. I don't think you're gonna be getting up, buddy. Your body's gonna crash at some point. And by crash, I mean literally pass out. Your body doesn't truly burn the fat first. You're still gonna damage your organs if you starve yourself. Like, your stomach starts eating itself first before it eats the fat, like... Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Huh, well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Faye's sister. Trust sister, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it is what it is. The stomach was meant to digest food, not, you know, fat in the rest of the body. Your body will eventually burn fat if you starve yourself long enough, but it's like, you know, the last ditch effort. Basically, your body is doing the very last thing it can to prevent, passing away. It's when your body burns fat because you haven't eaten, your body is literally eating itself out. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Nita almost dead? No. Bad. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon. But could you leave? Now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? It seems like they're all in someone's pocket. How did you know, Mia? Even though you told me to leave, I'm still asking you questions. She worked here. A long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. It's an option, I guess. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. There's a sea? This is supposed to be an ocean landscape? It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Weirdo. Okay, I mean, I guess this part is probably meant to be the ocean. But you can't really tell. It blends in a little too well. Alright. Let's go check in with Maya. Hiya. Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her here? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Uh-oh. I see. I've been abandoned then. No! Your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. That's a lie, as we find out in the second game, but I don't think they were planning on... They had a sequel planned when they were writing this game. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? Your mother? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, so Maya was like, you know, a toddler, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yeah, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself, up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait! They didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Oh, head pad! Thank you! Thank you, thank you! Wow. So, what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Yeah, let's go nap. No, we defend Amaya. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. He's got such a noble reason. I love it. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Oh, right, thank you. smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. I mean, doing something for money is fair because we need money to survive in this world. For me, I've been in jobs where you make a lot of money, but it's unfulfilling for me because I'm not actually helping people. So to me, I just want enough money to live comfortably and then spend the rest of my time helping people. Just, what was inside that strange woman's jar? It was when I tried to look into that jar that she got all defensive. Oh, that money and my friends. Ah, I see. Ulterior motives. There has to be something in there. Hey, you want to see grown men cry? I'm exaggerating, I've never had a job. Aw. It'll work out. Give it time. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Might begin an apprenticeship in the near future? Nice! Good luck! Thank you. There we go. That's how you make grown people cry. Alright. Oh my god, this guy! Good afternoon. No, I can't do that one. Me. Good afternoon, sir. No, that's not it either. God damn it. I can't do accents. I wanted to give this guy a British accent, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. Excuse me, you are? Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I mean, there are a lot of people named White, and there are also a lot of white men. White, Walter White? Yeah, I was thinking that too. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open jar. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Uh-oh. Up to some nefarious stuff. court blue like the... Oh, you're right. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom... Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh, bellboy! Still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Da, 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 da. That seems like a good place to stop for today. Hooray! Thank you all for coming along and enjoying my my chaotic voices. It's been a lot of fun playing this game again, and I'm glad that I came back to it now that I can actually do a little bit of voices without, like, you know, destroying my vocal cords. Definitely will do more of these in the future. I still can't do, like, an EK Man handsome guy voice to save my life, but hey, maybe I'll practice. Alright, now if I remember the schedule right. Yes! Okay. So tomorrow we are playing Paper Mario, the Origami King. Might be the last stream, we'll see. I have no problem going until the end, in theory. But I mean, if I start getting really sleepy and it's like, you know, 1 in the morning or something, I'm like, we'll pick it up another time. But hopefully it's fine. I don't think there's more than like maybe 4 or 5 hours left. Cause like I think literally after we fight the scissors, it is straight to the last dungeon and stuff. So we will see how it all goes. So I will see you guys tomorrow if you want to see how the latest Paper Mario game wraps up. And then hopefully soon I will pick up Super Paper Mario. And we can also play the OG Paper Mario. And when it comes out, we can play the remake of Thousand Year Door. That one I am so excited for. I've been watching people replay the old one lately. Oh, I love it. Enjoy the stream. Take care. Thank you. You guys too. Alright, time for the spiel. If it's daytime where you are, I hope you have a great rest of your day. If it's nighttime or early in the morning, I hope you have a great night's rest when you finally get to bed. And make sure you take care of yourselves. Wash your face, brush your teeth, eat good food, maybe touch a little bit of grass. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye-bye-bye!